Hello, is this Sinister Gambino here with a new stream? And this stream, we are going to be going over the week 3 additions to the Arena War DLC, plus the Festive Surprise 2018 technically as well. As I was not able to, as I did not find myself time to stream yesterday, since I was more busy than anticipated. I'll have to go over yesterday's stuff as well as today's. And if something comes out for tomorrow, I might not stream for that. Just a heads up. Just because the updates would be getting too consistent at that point for me to want to cover everything. So if anything does come out tomorrow, I might do a stream for the 28th. Since it sounds like the 28th is the day that the Buzzard Attack Chopper is going to become free. Yeah, the Buzzard Attack Chopper sounds like it's going to become free on the 28th of December. Of course. So in 2 days from now is going to be when the Buzzard Attack Chopper is seemingly going to become free. According to text 2, the Buzzard Attack Chopper is becoming free on the 28th, and then Sergeant Pickup is going to be a free vehicle for New Year's Eve. So that's something I wanted to start off with. Alright. So I'll start with yesterday, of course. So unfortunately, as you can see, the snow is gone. But of course the snow is going to be coming back later this year. And then at the beginning of the next year. Like always. But already at the way top, once again, you can see our new mode, which is Bomb Ball. 3 modes, the first one being for Apocalypse, second being Future Shock, and third one being Nightmare. So just like with the vehicles, there's 3 different variants of every game mode. And apparently this Bomb Ball one is like Rocket League for GTA. So that's pretty interesting. Might be giving that a try depending on how easy we can get in lobbies and how fast I can get into other things. So to start off, we have the new Bomb Ball mode. However, before we even play any of them, of course, I'm going to go over other things. And the Vapid Clique was free for yesterday. So hopefully people got on Christmas Day, even for just like a couple minutes, or a few, including the time it would take to purchase the Vapid Clique for free. But yeah, I don't know if it's a multi-purchase on the 1 day. And I heard once again they messed up with the PC version, because, I don't know, if I remember correctly, that when they made the Hermes free on Christmas, they messed up on PC, and it still costed people money. I heard the same thing happened with the Vapid Clique. So hopefully they'll get that together with the Buzzard Attack Chopper and Insurgent Pickup, so that people don't have those problems for the next 2 free vehicles. And since we're on the website, the Vapid Clique costs 909,000 without it being free, which you could only get yesterday for free. So I made sure to log in and get one. And also I got my up and atomizer, which I'm pretty sure you should be able to purchase that ammunition now, since for people who did not end up getting it for free, for the up and atomizer for not getting on yesterday. And then the Itali GTO also got released today even. Yeah, today the Itali GTO came out. Yesterday Vapid Clique came out. So I'm glad that they're once again accelerating the drip feed. However, I find it unfortunate that they pair a new vehicle with getting rid of the snow. Like, if anything, they should have done a new vehicle on Christmas Eve and on Christmas, in my opinion. Like, they still could have done the Clique for Christmas. They could have done the Itali GTO for Christmas Eve if they wanted to. And the Itali GTO was $1,965,000, I'm pretty sure. But we'll be looking at that later. And plus more holiday gifts.
That's nice. I'm fine. Yes, I really am. Do I sound like I'm not fine? Everything is fine. I'm not feeling sick. I'm not worried about my future.
Alright. Next up, I should go over the Grotti and Winnie t-shirts. And by the way, I'm going off of the order on the Rockstar News Wire. So you can refer to the Rockstar News Wire. Which should not be hard to get to, so it's not going to be linked in the description like other certain types of content I do. I'm probably just going to call my jetpack, to be honest. I'm going to call my jetpack and then just get my Clique whenever I'm ready to customize it. Before I forget later on, I just gotta mute the music again. Now I probably won't be able to customize all of the Vapid Clique with the 326,000, but I can probably do a good amount of modifications. I should be able to do all of the modifications that matter. Like, by ones that matter, I mean like the bumpers and whatnot, not like the armor and like turbo and everything that's available on legit almost every vehicle. Yeah, that's for later. Since I did put the Vapid Clique in my office garage on my second level, I think.
Hello.
Why is it telling me? Why is it telling me that now?
You won't find those anywhere else.
Yeah. We got a weenie tee for some reason. Guess they're just releasing all these car manufactured t-shirts. Seems to be 2 per event week. So I'm not sure if they'll do one next Tuesday, which we'll get on about at one point in the stream. And then there's also a Grotti tee, which makes sense with the release of the Itali GTO. More details on the Itali GTO later. Slasher Festive sweater. I think that was for yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this one was for yesterday.
That'll look great on you.
Blue Bleeder Festive sweater. I'm pretty sure the blue one was for today. And then the red one should have been for... The red one should have been for an event business battle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the blue one was a gift for today. And then the red one was for an event business battle.
That
I
material
personally want
is
to go with this one.
imported.
Oh dang, this one lights up too. I feel like all of these festive sweaters are releasing a light up, which is nice. Next up on the news wire is the event week, or say the event weeks. Since actually this event week lasts 2 weeks compared to the usual one. Probably because of the holidays, they want to do like really good stuff for an event week and then do it for more than 1 week. Oh. Dang, they are doing a lot of different rewards. They already have a list of all the rewards coming out for December 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, up to the 1st. Nice. That's nice. I can actually go over all these instead of having to do a stream. I might stream for select days, I don't know. Maybe just New Year's Eve. Yeah, maybe an earlier stream for New Year's Eve. So yesterday's holiday gift was the free purchase of the Vapid Clique, which I went over. Up an atomizer pistol, which I showed off. Like, I always had my character hold the gun, I mean. The Slasher Festive Sweater, so I was right about that being a Christmas reward. 5 festive liveries for the Charnel Bog, which are the same ones for the Avenger today, so let me just pull that up quickly. So the event awarded the following liveries for the, instead of having Avenger, just replace the word Avenger with Chernobog for yesterday's festive liveries. So the Chernobog received the Galaxy Trees Camo Candy Cane. It's a wrap, deck the halls liveries. all which are for free at any point as long as you logged in. You'll have the liveries. I'm pretty sure I can confirm, since I'm pretty sure Jetpack was one of those vehicles like last year. I should still be able to get the other 4 different festival liveries, because I have the Galaxy livery on my Jetpack. Or the Mammoth Thruster, I should say. But yeah, all those same liveries, but for the Chrombog was available yesterday. Firework launcher with 10 firework rockets, 25 sticky bombs, 25 grenades. Which note, if you like go through the if you go all the way through one of the levels of the gun running like bunker, you'll be able to hold up to 30 of each throwable. Or I should say most throwables. 5 proximity mines, which proximity mines go up by 10, and I think Molotovs go up to 25 and 30. Of course, you add 5 to every single capacity for throwables. Besides for like snowballs, because of the bunker, because of the bunker and the shooting range. And then 4 snacks and armor. And then for today's rewards, let's see, can I list them all in here? I don't know, I didn't get a notification for it apparently. Yeah, for some reason I didn't get a notification. But today's reward, god damn it. But for today's awards, you get the Blue Bleeder Festive Sweater, which I showed off. Which is basically the red one that you get from the event business battles, but blue. So if you like blue instead of red, you'll probably want to get on today. If you haven't already. Which for most people it's not really possible to get on for today. But for me, I have less than an hour left, but I already went on, so I don't need to worry. So the Blue Bleeder Festive Sweater and the festive liveries for the Mammoth Avenger as shown on screen earlier. For December 27th, there's going to be a green Slaying festive sweater, which I have no clue what it looks like. And festive liveries, aka the same liveries that was on the screen for the Heavy Barrage. Which actually, let me pull those back up. So for the Barrage, it will be the Galaxy Trees camo. Candy Cane, it's a wrap and decked hall. Liveries. And then for tomorrow, aka Thursday, and tomorrow, aka Thursday was what I just talked about. Friday, December 28th. Yeah, Friday, December 28th, you get a Hail Santa festive sweater. Not sure what that's for. A free Nagasaki Buzzard, like I've mentioned on the review for the Buzzard attack chopper that I did. You will be able to get it for free on December 28th, as confirmed by the Newswire. And then festival liveries for the APC. For Saturday, December 29th. Yeah, for Saturday, December 29th, you'll get a blue clock and festive sweater. which I would assume the normal one is like yellow if there's a normal one for a business battle. For an event business battle. And then festive liveries for the Buckingham Aquila, as seen on screen for the Avenger. And then for Sunday, December 30th, you'll get Mary Sprunkmas. Yeah. Sunday, right? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, for Sunday, December 30th, you'll get the Mary Sprunkmas festive sweater, whatever that looks like, and festive liveries for the Comet Safari, aka the weaponized Comet. And then we get a big group of rewards for December 31st, aka New Year's Eve. It says New Year's Eve gift, which is a black and red Bones festive sweater, fireworks, and more. Free heavy insurgent pickup for New Year's Eve, so you'll want to get on New Year's Eve if you do not have the insurgent pickup, which I do, but could be worth it. But it can be worth selling an insurgent pickup custom that you may already have. So you might want to sell your insurgent pickup custom for money and then use the free one. Since you won't have to pay the 1.3 mil, just use the free one. Upgrade it and whatnot. Though I don't know if it works the same way as like the Ubermach Revolter and the Heavy Nightjar, so you don't have to upgrade a previous vehicle. So I don't know if you'll really make a profit from doing that or not. But if anyone knows if you can get a profit from the Insurgent Pickup Custom by selling the old one and then getting a new one with the free Insurgent Pickup, let me know. That would be nice to know. And then festive liveries for the Pegasi Oppressor. So all those 5 liveries are listed on the screen for the Pegasi Oppressor on New Year's Eve, aka Monday. And then finally for January 1st, aka New Year's Day, you will get a red Bones festive sweater instead of black and red, fireworks, and more. Interesting. They don't say and more for December 31st. But apparently for January 1st they said and more, so it seems they'll want to reveal all of January 1st for festive gifts at the moment. And then it seems the rest of this we can, and then I think the rest of the newswire is just off of the event week. Or weeks in this case. And after we go over the event week, I'll customize my Vapid Clique as much as I can. So, actually, first of all, let me go over the Arena War mode, because it's a double money opportunity. So, not only the new mode, but every mode, once again, is double money in RP for the Arena War modes. All of the different modes are double money in RP until January 7th. That is right. Yeah, that is right. Instead of the double money and RP events ending on December 31st, or instead you want to end on January 7th, since it's a 2-week event week, if that makes sense, instead of a 1 week. So all of the Arena War modes are double money RP, just a reminder, for the next 2 weeks from Tuesday. Yeah. And then client jobs are double money and RP right now for the next 2 weeks from Tuesday. So client jobs are double money and RP until January 7th. Biker contract missions are also double money and RP. All these are going to be for the same time period. Biker contract missions are like the 3 different things on the board you get to choose from in your biker clubhouse, by the way. Not like just selling. Gun running cells are double money and RP. So you might really want to sell from your bunker. It's always really good to sell from your passive businesses as compared to active businesses, where those might only be worth it for the double money and RP. Because the passive ones, you can do a bunch of other things and make money in the meantime if you just buy the supplies. Special cargo sales, aka the product from the warehouses from the very original business update. And then Smuggler's Run cargo sales, which is probably the worst business in the game to make money with. Even with double money, it's not that great, as far as I know. Since I think the most you can make if you go for different cargo types is like 500,000 bucks. So instead you'll get $1 million for going for different types of cargo. Or if you want to wait like double the time instead of like waiting a certain amount of time for a different cargo, then he could go for all the same ones, of course, and then get like a $700,000 bonus for a max of 1.7 mil, I believe, on double money for selling a full hanger of one of 3 best types of cargo, which is narcotics, I think it's narcotics, chemicals, and medical equipment or whatever. But don't quote me on that. Whichever ones are the first 3 materials listed for the hanger are the 3 best ones to sell in bulk. So it might do some double money RP opportunities if the bomb rush mode, or I mean if the bomb ball mode does not want to get lobbies for me or whatever, like a lot of the Arena War modes. There's also double money on nightclub income, which I'm pretty sure the nightclub income is like the money you get for the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure the nightclub income is the money you receive in your safe up to like 10,000 or whatever. Yeah, the nightclub safe money up to 10,000, I believe, is nightclub income. And then there's double money for being a bodyguard and associate as well. So I don't know if that means just a CEO, or if you can be like an MC prospect or something. I think it just means CEO related things. And the rest of this we can go on the websites for. So we'll start with Maze Bank foreclosures. There is 50% off of hangers, so you're getting half off of hangers. So if you want to take advantage of hangers, you'll probably want to do it within the like next 2 weeks. Let's switch to bunkers. Bunkers are 35% off. Not as good as 50, but still pretty damn good. Let me just ensure there's no other type of property. Discount on Maze Bank foreclosure. No, there is not. So 35% off of bunkers and 50% off hangers.
Hey man, what's up?
Up until January 7th. Mobile Operations Centers are 35% off, apparently. Yeah, 35% off of the cabs, basically. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, positive it's just the cab part of the Mobile Operations Center. And then I'm gonna have to look at the vehicle list. Okay, only seems to be a couple of websites that have vehicle discounts. And they're all related to 2 different updates, which might have been hinted from Maze, which was hinted at with Maze Bank foreclosure. The 2 different properties I went over. So starting off with Elitist Travels, since there's no Benny's related discounts. Basically anything from Smuggler's Run is discounted. As long as it's a plane or a helicopter. Not like the Coil Cyclone or any other like miscellaneous vehicles from said update. So 25% off of every Smuggler's Run vehicle I'll be showing. So 25% off of the Seabreeze, Howard NX25, Alpha Z1, Ultralight, and the Havoc. I'll give some recommendations on the vehicles. Seabreeze, Ruffy 1322 actually released a new testing video where he showed the lap times of every single plane in the game, which is like, I don't know, 36 vehicles, I believe, from what I remember. Seabreeze is around the top 10, I think it was like 12th place or something, in terms of the lap time. Plus it's a really damn good aquatic plane. Unlike the Tula, for example. Actually both might be pretty good. I watched Gilly Master and he would basically flip over his Seabreeze and then it would be like indestructible to the orbital cannon. So it can be good for orbital cannon trolling if people really like to target you with that for some reason. Howard NX25, it's 2nd place in terms of the top speed. Unfortunately, it's not able to be weaponized at all, which is kind of a necessity on almost anything these days. Because are people really want to use non-weaponized stuff too much anymore?
Hey, Dad.
Howard NX, yeah. It's kind of the only thing I really like about Howard NX25 is is its second place in terms of top speed. I mean, not top speed, in terms of lap time. Top speed, I'm pretty sure, will be tomorrow or whenever during this current year. Perfy 1322 wants to release testing. Alpha Z1 is more expensive, of course, but you'll be gained a number 1 vehicle in terms of lap time by 5/10 of a second, according to Perfy 1322. The Nagasaki Ultralight, pretty damn cheap vehicle. I would personally recommend it since it's not that expensive. But if you only want one vehicle, I would technically recommend the Seabreeze if you're on a certain budget. And then the Ultralight actually gets a machine gun on it, so it's not like used to where they don't get weapons. This also only has machine guns. And then probably the most useful of them all, in my personal opinion, but the most expensive one, only about like, yeah, but only about like 100,000 something, from the Alpha Z1, the Nagasaki Havoc, tire, so I don't have to pay more money. Probably just went to another session.
Life is crazy busy, believe me. I know.
Since we might kind of need a populated session to have a good chance at finding certain things. Actually, I might customize my clothes before moving to another session. Either way, back to the Nagasaki Havoc. It's a gyrocopter, which means it's really good in terms of maneuverability. It's basically, yeah, it's basically as nimble, agile, and whatnot as like the Buzzard. And it goes through tight spaces even more than the Buzzard as well. So, not just like the attack helicopters are outclassing the Buzzard, but even the Havoc, which is kind of an attack helicopter, but only has a machine gun. And it's a gyrocopter, so not as much. Even the Havoc outclasses the Buzzard in a bunch of ways. And you can also call it a Havoc from your CEO, so it will be a very useful investment if you're looking for anything pretty helpful during this 2-week event week. I think I gave a good analysis on every vehicle. Oh yeah, nothing here. Since all smugglers run, because all like smugglers run air vehicles, and then all like the weaponized vehicles for gun running, which we'll be seeing later. So from where now to go on to some more smugglers run vehicles. The P996 Laser, aka the fire jet from day 1 of the game, is 4,875,000 instead of 6,500,000. And I will say the P996 Laser will probably be the biggest waste of money in terms of the discounts, since all you get is the respray option. But if you want to instantly be able to call a P996 Laser from like anywhere, though it doesn't work like the vehicle system, you'll have to actually travel to your aircraft wherever it goes, then that would be the one good use for it. And if you want to respray a P996 Laser, there you go. You can pay almost 4.9 mil. The FH1 Hunter. Yeah, the FH1 Hunter. I definitely really recommend this one. Not only is it a super iconic vehicle in the 3D universe, from the 3D universe, but it's got barrage missiles, homing missiles, and it gets out both of them on like the cooler. It has an explosive cannon for the passenger as well, which is unfortunate because I kind of missed a chain gun from the 3D universe, which wasn't explosive, with the insane fire rate and like the lock-on. But it's a pretty damn good cannon, no lie about that. So definitely it's like a much better version of the Valkyrie, for cheaper than the Valkyrie at the moment. By the way, these are all trade prices I have, so your price might be more depending on if you haven't done Smuggler's Run sell missions, and then Smuggler's Run sell missions, and the weaponized missions. P45 Nakota, I'm pretty sure it's like in the top 5 or top 10 in terms of lap time. So it's pretty good around the track if you're planning to race this. If it can be raced without going on to like 5M or whatever. 1.5 mil. I think the missiles have no cooldown, I'm not sure since I don't own one. And the P45 Nakota is basically a resurrection of the Rustler from GTA San Andreas. Yeah, the Rustler. Which is like a World War II fighting plane just like this. So it has some sort of nostalgia to it, but they gave it a new name with this game. As compared to San Andreas, but it's basically a Rustler, but resurrected under a new name. I don't think it has explosive cannons either, by the way. So it's not like the Rogue. The Buckingham Pyro. Buckingham Pyro in terms of lap times probably in the top 5 or 10 from what I remember. Maybe even a little under top 10 at most. I think it's a little bit better than the Hydra in terms of lap time. So there's that. And it has missiles with no cooldown, I believe, and machine guns. Plus it's a 2-seater jet as well, which is not really something you typically see. So if for some reason you bail out, you can have a friend, the Pyro, to take your place. So it can be pretty good in certain scenarios. And obviously, as you can see, the Vigilante's not discounted, so like I said, that's a vehicle very relevant with the update. The Mogul. I'm not sure if this one has rockets at all. I don't think so. But it has a gun on top. And then you have like driver control guns, and then of course a bomb bay. Which actually I don't think the Pyro has bombs, if I remember correctly. So that might be something you might want to consider when buying the Pyro. I'm sure the Pyro is a pretty damn good, like, transportation option. But yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend a Mogul. To be quite honest, I would put that pretty low on the buy list. Cause like every time I had every time I did a Smuggler's Run sell, the AIs would just be able to shoot me down over time. When it was only me. So at least when doing the sell missions with the Mogul, it's a pretty terrible vehicle in terms of sell missions for the hangar business. Because AI will probably like shoot your whole plane down within like halfway for your drops. If you're by yourself. But if you have someone else that can go on top of that gun, that'll probably alleviate the problem. Somewhat at least. The Bombushka. Bombushka is one of the 5 slowest vehicles in terms of lap time. And then the Bombushka, for what it is, has really weak armor. Like, I'm pretty sure it can't take like more than 3 explosive sniper shots. And it has like the basic armor compared to, which is the same as like the Buzzard, which I reviewed, for example. Which I didn't go into damage resistance since it wasn't really, because it was pretty pointless since obviously the Buzzard wouldn't be tanky whatsoever, so I didn't even bother going over that. Fits 6 people though. And you can open up the back of the Bombushka. Unfortunately though, I heard that they like changed something with the being able to open the door, the cargo ramp of the Bombushka. I heard, but I'm not too sure, that you can no longer store vehicles in the back of the Bombushka. I'm personally not too sure, but I heard that. So for some reason you're looking for some fun, like dropping vehicles out of a plane, then unfortunately you might not be able to do that, even though you can open up the cargo ramp. Though players can still go inside the cargo ramp. As for the weaponry, there's no pilot weaponry, so this is a very reliant vehicle on a friend. So you'll probably want at least a friend. Otherwise, there's like normal machine guns or something that passengers can control. I think there's a nose cannon, yeah, I think there's a nose cannon, a tail cannon, some other kind of cannon, which I think all of them can be turned into explosive cannons, but they'll be stock like machine gun ones.
Hey, baby.
The LF-22 Starling, pretty damn good choice from what I can analyze from Ghillie Master. Ghillie Master is a really good user of the LF-22 Starling. So if you can use it right, it will be a very vital vehicle in your weaponized vehicle collection or anything. It has a rocket boost, so it's definitely able to go super fast. I kind of forget where that one placed in terms of lap time. Pretty sure it was pretty damn good. Machine guns are nothing to write home about. Missiles I don't think have a cooldown. Obviously I didn't mention it though, but like the planes all have like, and helicopters have unlimited missiles. Only one with limited missiles I can think of is the one from After Hours, what's it called? Let me scroll up a little. The B-11 Strike Force thing, that's the only plane that has limited missiles. But yeah, rocket boost is, I think the rocket boost is only for the LF-22 Starling. So it's the only plane with a rocket boost. So there's that. You can ascend and descend really quickly with the LF-22 Starling. So if you're not only going to be stuck in the sky for a long time, it might be a good choice for you. Not much more I can personally say. Refer to Ghillie Master if you want more of an opinion on the LF-22 Starling. The Rogue is only 900,000. really damn cheap. I would definitely say it's worth getting a Rogue. It's a pretty fun vehicle, though it's not useful too much. It has machine guns, normal ones at stock, but there are explosive cannons. It's like the only plane in the game aside from the Babushka, but the only one from Smuggler's Run with pilot-controlled explosive guns. I think it's an explosive MG to be exact. Problem with those is that they're pretty spaced out, and you have to get like a decent bit of hits to kill off something entirely. So the explosive MGs on it are kind of terrible, but they're still pretty good. So at least this vehicle has pretty good machine guns for a vehicle from Smuggler's Run. As far as lap time, I don't remember much on the Rogue. It is a two-seater, unlike the P45 Dakota, for example, so that's a little something as well. Not too big of something, though. And by the way, missiles, there is a cooldown on the missiles, by the way, similar to the Buzzard and the Thruster, so if you're getting a Rogue, just keep in mind you won't be able to spam missiles. V65 Molotov, just plain old machine guns, has infinite missiles with no cooldown. And the V65 Molotov is actually a pretty good plane to land with. So if you're in like a pickle and you're in such a situation where you need to make like an instant landing with a plane for some reason, the V65 Molotov is a pretty durable plane and whatnot. So if you're looking to land pretty well with planeable things, it will be a good option. The Mammoth Tula has a kind of interesting machine gun with having two ends. He has two machine guns pretty with like almost no spread since they're close together. Don't think there's any missile option on the Tula, unfortunately. Obviously there's bombs, which I'm not too sure if the Molotov has them or not. I'm pretty sure the Starling has bombs. And the Tula is an amphibious plane. And it also has VTOL capabilities for an amphibious vehicle. So there's that. And then now we get into the gun running weaponized vehicles, which you have to do weaponized vehicle missions for a bunch of the discounts. The Ocelot Ardent is pretty cheap for right now, till January 7th, or from Tuesday. However, it only has machine guns. That's a pretty good looking vehicle, and it's a James Bond-esque vehicle. Unfortunately, it was an underwater vehicle, which that ended up being the Stromberg, and like 2 updates after gun running. So the Stromberg is what the Ardent should have been. So I think you should completely pass on the Ardent. It's a pretty terrible vehicle, in my opinion. Nothing to write home about. Though actually in terms of sports classics, it's one of the fastest ones. But because it can be weaponized, you can't use it in races. Unless they're like weaponized. Like, what's the term of race? I think like transform races or something, you can use the Ardent. So you can at least use a pretty fast sports classic in terms of the Arden for like transform races. Kevin would pass on that. So Arden, I would definitely pass on, no explosive resistance. I don't think I was too clear actually with the RM10 Babushka, but it is a pretty fun vehicle. It's just impractical with its armor capabilities, which is like nothing, or as big and slow as it is. There is GTO thrust, which helps take it off, but it's going to be slow after GTO thrust is done with. So like you can easily get explosive sniped quickly and you'll be dead. So it's not a pretty good option to go with. The heavy Night Shark, which is $933,750 at the moment. I think the Night Shark is actually a pretty solid option for the price. Around last Christmas, it was a free vehicle for anyone who logged in a certain day, I think. Sometime like that. Oh wait, no. The Night Shark became free as part of the guest list that you were able to be a part of when logging in for a certain period of time. So you were able to get the Night Shark for free for a guest list, so that might take away some of the value of the vehicle. If you're annoyed that like other people got it for free. So there's that, but you can armor up the windows pretty damn good with the Night Shark. And I don't think they're just cosmetic, I think you can really armor up the windows. Since there's vehicles where the thing looks armored, but you can still shoot people through the windows just as easily as like any other vehicle. So the armored plating on the Night Shark is really good as far as I'm aware. From what I remember. Because I do have one, obviously. Automatically comes with bulletproof tires as well, which is something I remember. I'm pretty sure I remember it coming automatically with bulletproof tires. It has machine guns on it as well, but they're pretty terrible. They're like pea shooters, similar to the Ardent. Unlike a vehicle like the Stromberg, which has really good machine guns. The heavy APC, currently for 1.7 mil. I really love this vehicle. Not only is it a classic from the Balrog Tony GT4 episodic expansion, but unlike in the Balrog Tony, the APC is amphibious for a tank that's super good, especially with the weaponry. Well, it's an armored personal carrier, so it's not entirely of a tank, but somewhat is a tank still. The cannon that comes on default is arguably potentially the best weapon in the game, but you can put like a SAM missile on it. But for something like that, you'll have to go through research, unfortunately. So you can upgrade the current weapon on there, but unlike the SAM missiles, battery and whatnot, the stock turret is an infinite ammo turret, and it's the same one as in Vapid Tony, and it shreds for vehicles. But I think the fire rate is much lower than Vapid Tony. At least for a single player, since I think they actually cared about balance and made it still lower for online for the Vapid Tony. Doing FAV obviously is it's not free for everyone. It's free for me because I have the starter pack. So anyone with the starter pack gets to do an FAV for free. Hence the $sign. But obviously, if someone has a vehicle, it's discounted for people who don't have it for free. And the weaponry is pretty terrible. Not only is the weaponry terrible, but you're limited by certain angles. And the weaponry is only on the passenger side. Oh yeah, I should also mention that you do have to go on the passenger, I'm pretty sure, to use the weaponry for the tank, for APC. But still, I heavily recommend APC even for a soloist like myself. GNFAV doesn't really have the armor capabilities, and the weaponry is pretty trash, so I definitely would avoid the GNFAV. Only reason I probably got one much is because it was free for the starter pack. The Bravado half-track. Bravado half-track is actually a pretty damn good vehicle. It's one of the most armored vehicles in the game, similar to the Night Shark, but I think even better. Unfortunately, there's no weaponry for the first two seats, but the back has pretty good weapons you can choose from. So if you have someone to sit on the gun, then this can be a beast. The half-track is similar to the newly released Sasquatch, which is kind of like a dune loader, and like rat loader even. That's really armored, just like the Sasquatch, just not on like a monster truck bed or something. Which I heard for a Sasquatch you can't even break through the windows with F&J rounds. I don't know if it's the same thing with the half-track. But yeah, I would heavily recommend the half-track. Not much if you're a soloist, but more if you play with friends a lot. The Gaussian oppressor I don't think really needs explaining. I would definitely buy this one. I believe in general the oppressor is like the second fastest in terms of motorcycles. Just only recently being beat by the Death Bike or whatever, which is an upgrade for the Gargoyle. But yeah, the Death Bike is like the best in terms of top speed now, when at one point it was the Oppressor, which I don't know if the Mark II dethroned it or not, because it's very weird considering it's a hover bike, and that's not putting the glitch in thought. Of course, there's the machine guns and the missiles, which the missiles aren't super accurate like the Mark II. But even then, the Mark II missiles I don't think are as good as the Deluxe and Ruiner. I've heard, but only a little worse than it, but not too much. So they're pretty accurate missiles for the Mark II. But the Oppressor, despite not being as good weapon-wise as the Mark II, it's a pretty damn solid option for transport. And a couple more to go over, and then we're done with like the discounts. Weaponized Tampa, I don't believe it's a pretty solid option. Like, Yetta weapons for the driver are pretty impressive for a vehicle. You get mortars, and then like dual remote machine guns. The weapons on that are so loaded for the driver as compared to a lot of vehicles. But the resistance is not really there. And armor for like windows isn't good. So if you're looking for good driver weapons, I would go for a Tampa. Weaponized Tampa. Otherwise, I would probably pass. And an anti-aircraft trailer. Probably one of the most powerful weapons. But of course, you're going to need a friend with that to make it very effective. So it has its trade-offs. But the flat cannons on that thing, I don't even know if it takes 10 hits on the most defensive vehicle in the game. And then I think the Insurgent Pickup Custom and Technical Custom has something with it. I'm thinking it's the upgrade price, since if you scroll down, they're not discounted. Definitely recommend going for the upgrades on them. Not much more to say on those vehicles. Insurgent Pickup, I would wait until New Year's Eve though, since it's supposed to become free, according to the newswire. And that's it for discounts. So I want to get my Vapid Clique. Automatically gets applied with the Christmas delivery, which is pretty nice. Which I don't know if it's like that anymore since it's not free, but I would assume it would come with the Christmas delivery. Regardless. Hey, actually I'll just go through the mod shop in my office garage.
What can we do to it? Now what do you need?
I'm not sure. I don't really want to remove any of this detail. I like as much
It's long
detail as I
and
can
hard.
get on like almost every vehicle I get. Compared to like other people, which I'm pretty sure like a lot of vehicles like as stock as they can get. Or like plain and whatnot. I don't want to stick with stock though. I'm just gonna go with
No
the
rush
first
at all.
option. I don't notice too much difference personally with the classic and racing,
Whatever you desire.
but
Technology
it's
and budget
noticeable. It's slightly noticeable. And there's a bespoke Clique bumper. Pretty small bumper, if I say so. Might go to retro bumper.
If you can think it, I
I
can
think
do it.
it's either going to be classic or retro I go with. At least you still get to keep on the livery with the bumper. If you go with the bespoke.
Making decisions is stressful.
I don't know. It's kind of a hard choice in my opinion. Like I like all the bumpers
How
to
many
be
cars you have
honest.
in this garage again?
Yeah, I personally really love all the bumpers. Maybe if I zoom in I can decide better. I really like how there's like the line things that go up with the retro bumper. Don't know how to describe it too much. But I really like
Life is
that.
hard when you can have anything.
Also love the classic one. I really like the livery and the bumper though, so you know what, I'm going with the bespoke Clique bumper.
Do you
And
need a
then
drink?
basically it seems to get the
Bubbles
exact
or
same
something?
bumpers, but on the back. Damn, the retro on the back especially looks pretty tight. And yeah, once again with the bespoke you'll be able to see the cool vents on the back. Otherwise, for the vents in this case, you'll have to keep it stock. So once again, we'll match the bumpers. If I remember correctly, it's pretty rare to get matching bumpers on the
It's
front and
long and
rear.
hard.
The chassis, there is only one option aside from stock, and that's to load it out with a sports chassis. For a cheap 1,100. Definitely doing it.
Nice chassis.
Grill. Remove indicators, which basically makes it more plain. I can see certain people going for that, or bland even. Open grill basically gets rid of one thing, but also the like bars on the grill for an even plainer
No
look.
rush at all.
3 bars if you want the extra bar. Looks pretty tight to me. Classic grill, like oh my gosh, that looks sexy. Makes it look like your car's alive, and yeah, it's like your car is actually alive with the classic grill. Oh my gosh, the bullet grill. Like
Whatever
my
you
god, that
desire.
looks sexy,
Technology
man.
and budget permitting.
It even goes on the car as well, like the actual car. If anyone knows what I mean. And of course there is one with 2. And custom death grill, which puts a fucking skull on it. Okay, I'm going with the custom death grill for sure.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Hood, 2 options. You can remove the hood, which really shows off the sexy ass fucking engine in front. And there's even a bespoke hood straps, which of course just adds these. Which, I don't really care too much for that. Oh, even with taking off the hood as well, you can see these like 8 circle things. That's pretty cool. I'm removing the hood. Let's put a festive horn on. Which, by the way, I haven't mentioned it on any of the streams I've done, but the festive horns are back, and they're free like usual. Put the neon lights on, so that's a pretty basic upgrade. Might wait on the neon underglow. And in case you're, for some reason, not in the Christmas spirit, I get that Christmas is over and whatnot, so that might be the case for certain people. But in case you don't want this to be a Christmas C vehicle, you can change liveries.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
There's 10 other liveries, plus a none option if you want it very stock, which, having it look stock is pretty good looking actually. I wouldn't really do that. Classic stripes, like black to grayish stripes. Vapid stripes. Okay, that one's a black stripe with 2 like gray stripes. Jakey's Lager looks kind of sporty in my opinion. So if you're into sport like things, I guess it's a pretty good choice. Damn, that exhaust stuff looks... Damn, those exhausts look tight.
Think long and hard.
Those are some of the more unique looking exhausts in my opinion. Hipster 17. Colors the headlight section like white. Not really my type personally.
No rush at all.
Scooter Bros Racer. Once again, a more sporty one with livery on it, like... I don't know what it's called, like, I guess sponsorship. Yeah, there's a couple different sponsorship options on both sides.
Whatever you decide.
We weighing and drone on top, that's cool. Wonder if Scooter Bros Racer is a reference to the, like, GT4 meme or something. Where, with the Scooter Brothers. Premier Racer. For a sporty one, I actually really like it. Classic Racer. If you're going for like a nostalgic kind of look, I suppose it's pretty good. I think it's pretty alright, personally. Rim Paint Racer. There's a lot of sporty ones, apparently. Vapid Motor Company. Kind of gives me it kind of gives me an Italian feel.
Making decisions is stressful.
I feel like the Itali vehicles can give me more of an Italian feel. Pretty damn good looking. Aero Racer. Nice, good Aero logo on
How many
top.
cars you got in this garage again?
Los Santos Racer. Makes like the top way red. Looks pretty good with the green. I went stock with for the Vapid Clique.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
Quite a few to several racing liveries. Or like sponsorships. And Merry Christmas, of course, with like the bow on top and the snowflakes. I really personally love how they put a bow on top of a vehicle. And it's Christmassy, so I'm keeping it like it is for the livery. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping it as is for the livery. Yeah, definitely keeping it as is for the livery. God damn it, I got hiccups or something though. Stock mirrors definitely look alright, but I'm sure I can use an upgrade. Racing mirrors. Honestly, personally, it kind of looks exactly the same as those to me, but like more pushed forward. That might just be me, but that's what it feels like for me personally. Regardless, retro mirrors though. Oh my god, those retro mirrors. Pretty thick and all, I suppose. But they're pretty interesting as well, to me. Yellow and black like I usually do. And my custom plate. Crew emblem. I would slap a Lamborghini emblem on anything I can customize the crew emblem on, to be quite honest. And then there's only one color in terms of the exterior, and then there's an interior trim color.
Whatever you desire.
Probably want to stick with a green, to be honest. And there's only one spoiler option, none in the spoke trunk straps. Oh my gosh, bespoke trunk straps actually adds fucking traction. How do those little things add traction to the vehicle? That's funny. Obviously, I'll go for it though. I'm definitely suspending it all the way down.
Making decisions is stressful.
If I want a classic rod, to be honest. For the chrome rims, which I have free because I did one of the heist challenges or something. Classic tires or cousin tires or whatever. Honestly, I wouldn't want bulletproof tires. I'll leave the tire smoke till later. Windows, limo.
Looks almost as good as you.
I'll look at a classic first. Okay, for classic green colors, I have the option for dark green, racing green, what's a couple different racing options for like bumpers and whatnot, and then a bunch of racing-esque liveries.
Life is hard when you
Sea
can have anything.
green, olive green, bright green, gasoline green, lime green, and we can build again, of course.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something?
I feel like I want to go all out with a lime green.
Think long and hard.
For classic colors, of course, I can probably get to like plant-like green. It's probably olive green, or there's like foliage green for matte. If I wanted to go for it, forest green. Might go with a matte color actually. I do a lot of like vehicles with military-esque colors, which I do like, matte greens and browns
Technology and budget.
for a lot of my military-esque vehicles. I think I do olive drab a lot for military vehicles. I don't feel like I use foliage green a lot. Let's do that.
You've got an eye for stuff.
Either a red or a white will probably be what I go with for inside. Red is looking pretty good. I don't really go with grace or garnet red.
I can do it.
I like color rather than no color, which white is basically kind of the definition of no color.
Making decisions is stressful.
Hey, yeah, I'll go with red or something. Yeah, candy
Girl
red.
is looking good.
I really paid 20,000 for red tire smoke. My Christ. Let's see, I have 188,000 right now. Turbo.
How many cars you got in this garage?
And since this, for whatever reason, has a super transmission, I'm gonna have to pay 10,000 more than I usually do for transmission. That's 100k. At least 130 to like 55-ish at the most, including all those other modifications plus the neon kits.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something?
I'll probably go for like performance ones after I put the underglow.
Looking good. Not a bad job. The cops found you?
Turbo,
Don't tell them I installed that.
super transmission, which I don't see a lot on vehicles, so that's pretty interesting. That has a super transmission option. I don't even know if race suspension's on all vehicles or not. I don't know for a fact super transmission is a rare modification though.
Think long and hard.
Engine,
This is the kind of engine I like to
and
work
then since I'm broke as hell, again, I'm not gonna be able to afford the race brakes at the moment.
Look after
I set the
yourself.
ground, definitely. Guy I used to muscle car wheeling thing because I just did it like slightly yesterday, not on my own system. Shit, how do I wheel with muscle cars? And it's a little confusing to me. Weird. Like, how do I do that? I know for a fact it requires like deceleration and that like handbrake. Damn, I don't figure this out. I heard this is a pretty damn fast muscle car as well. And I might have even heard that it's the fastest muscle car, even from the Arena War muscle cars. Which Arena War already made it never top 3 muscle cars that weren't even in the game until this update. So it'd be interesting if this is the new fastest muscle car. Oh my gosh, like how do I do it? I'm not too sure.
What the fuck they know about black
Okay, I swear if I was doing it right. I was able to wheelie yesterday. In fact, I mean like a couple days ago. Hey, come on. I did this. This has something with the handbrake and the accelerating, doesn't it? I don't know. The wheeling is a lot more confusing in my opinion than the motorcycles. Pretty sure it requires the acceleration and the handbrake. Something with being stopped and then going. That was a pretty fast find. Yeah, that was actually a pretty fast find for a lobby as compared to normal for me. I want to see how much my nightclub has, because I'm at like 18k at the moment. $187,500. That's just fine with me.
Alright, sale time. This buyer's being a little sketchy. Doesn't want to give us too much information. Head out to that general area and more details will be forthcoming.
Oh my god!
Hopefully the money I get will be enough for the rest of the customization. Though the rest of the customization is purely stuff that's on like almost every vehicle in the game. So even if it's not a big deal at the moment. Oh god. Damn. That was an interesting way to get on like the other side. Yeah, I was an interesting way for my vehicle to like flip over. Okay, there's 19 players, including myself, so that's an 18% bonus. In addition to what I'll be gaining minus 10% for Tony. Oh, that's not.
You there? Right.
So I
This
need
guy,
someone to see me
he's
at the
around
moment.
here somewhere. 2 seconds. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's in a yellow, maybe an orange Camacho. Start looking and I'll see if I can get an exact location on this end.
Wonder where exactly. So like a yellow-ish, yeah, yellow-ish Camacho. Sounds like. Uh oh, here it is. Nice. That was a pretty easy sale. It's probably the first time I got that kind of stall mission, I think. There we go. 200,800 free bucks.
And the sale is made. You get the cash. I get not to worry about being caught with that stuff in the club and sent to the can. It's a win for both of us.
So we only really have one more thing to do, and then I can end the stream. So I kind of knew going in I wouldn't have too much to cover, so it didn't really matter too much how long it took me so far to go over discounts and other tiniest, other tiny-ish things. I'd rather go in more detail than not enough detail, to be honest. I got like a good bit of money there, actually. Definitely not expecting 187,500 to 200k. That's good. So hopefully we can get real lobbies, so we can play bomb ball, aka the Rocket League for GTA. Really, dude? Like, I'm in a big lobby and I can't even find one. Like, really? So I tried to search for jobs, see if I can somehow find one. Bomb ball. It is bomb ball, at least. It, really? I pressed X and it did the same thing as circle. Okay, got a good amount of invites in right now, it seems. Hey, and since I forgot to mention it, that Itali GTO is a vehicle in GTA 1, which actually I have GTA 1 now, as of yesterday, because of the PlayStation Classic. I actually got a PlayStation Classic, so I'll be able to play GTA 1 on the channel. However, I'll probably do it via YouTube mobile streaming or something, since it's doesn't have a live streaming feature like the PS4. Okay, 3 players so far, that's not bad for me. Cause God, it's been worse for all the other different streams I did. Nice. Got a decent looking lobby so far, seems like. 4 players is pretty decent. I definitely want to get better, like, better lobby. Really? What the hell? Wow. One person's at least on call. Wow. Oh my god, on call even left. Wow, like, screw this fucking lobby. Okay, let me try it. I forget if it's the same person or not. From the one lobby I was trying to get people in. But let's try it. Damn it, really? It is the same one. This dude really changed the free rounds. Golly, man, like, come on. Give me a better lobby, please. Okay, I found one, it seems. And it's the same one, like, what the fuck? Oh my god, man. Trash. Like, I didn't directly accept his invite, so don't even send me back. So annoying, man. Seriously. You really couldn't find a better lobby than the same one. I think I'm about to leave this fucking lobby. like he left. Maybe I should try again. I don't even freaking know. Don't really understand how the fuck it's so hard for this game to get people in this long fucking game. Like, even when I play, like, right when a new mode comes out, really getting lobbies for shit. God damn it. If I knew assholes were going to leave, I was going to just started with 2v2. A 2v2 would have been interesting enough as compared to 1v1. I think you actually kind of get away with a 1v1 in this mode, to be honest. If it's only like one ball at once. Let me go, man. I might only play one, to be honest, for today. Or for the stream, at least. Simply because it's been a bit hard to get some decent sleep with the holidays. So, definitely might only do one bomb ball. Especially when the game doesn't work well in terms of finding hobbies and stuff. Like, I was in like a 20-player lobby and I couldn't find a game. This is getting annoying. Plus it can go up to 4 rounds. Plus I only really need to play one version to get a good feel on it. It's like a 20-ish player fucking lobby. Seriously. Come on, man. Would have been nice if I had at least like fixed the fucking matchmaking a little bit when releasing this DLC. So it's almost like I have to have like friends who I have to play consistently with. And rid of my freedom to do whatever I want whenever I want. Okay, it is a bomb ball after all. Probably just one by myself, huh? Of course. Wow. You're kidding me, dude. Yeah, I think I want to play the first one. And then end the stream. I don't really want this dude to join. The one from before. Since he's probably just gonna leave again. I don't really It's fine, I'll give it a moment. I joined him a couple of times, though I didn't mean to. And the fucking game just put me in his lobby. It's because I couldn't find anyone else. Because there's totally one game of bomb ball going on. Once I get 4 people, I'll start, to be honest. I don't even know if it's because I'm in free game or not, for why I don't find people much. Because obviously people in free game are probably want to be smarter players. And know about like the businesses, for example, like the professional, and like subscribers of his. Oh my god, I'm getting bored of this. It's not fun waiting in lobbies. Really, dude. Come on. Might as well just see if he wants to do 1v1. Which I'm not too sure how easy 1v1 is for this kind of mode. Because there's a lot of modes where 1v1 is complete, makes a game boring. So I'd be surprised if this is one where it's still fun 1v1. Oh, I'm just gonna pretend I forget the, like, extend the time where I do the matchmaking trick. I'm just gonna kind of act like I'm asleep. Ha, he left, what a bitch. Fuck you, dude. Can't wait another 2 seconds. Cunt. My god, I just want to find one already. I'd rather have a bomb ball right now, Martin. Like, are you serious, man? How do I even have 71 cash? I don't even get it. My god, man. Every time I've pressed X to search, it just fucking does the same as host. So I'm doing host. God, I had 4 players at one point. So I was hoping it was going to do well. No, people keep on leaving all the time. Even though it didn't take forever. I'm not gonna be shocked if I see that same dude. Yep. I seen that person's name on the list. And it's actually gone, surprisingly. Don't know if that means he's joining again. Because I sure as hell probably ain't gonna want him. I'd rather take someone like actually spend a little time before going. Like more like a few minutes maybe. Rather than like a couple. God, I swear. This is gonna really piss me off. I'm trying to get a good enough amount of sleep today. Kinda was even want to save the stream for today. But I decided not to. Since I mean I have a little something to do tomorrow. someone. A couple more players would be nice, though. I want 4 at like a minimum, honestly. Can this game just work? Yeah, screw you. Someone should just join and stay for more than just a couple freaking minutes. Damn it, man. Christ. God damn it, man. honestly, I'm kind of in the mood to play this code. Like, when I put something in the title, I kind of just mean that, like, cover it with, like, words, not, like, actually play it. So me playing the modes is kind of an extra thing, to be honest. GTA just hasn't been working well to me, honestly. God, like, anytime I just want to straight play any mode I want, any number, I can't get that for some reason. Regardless of the type of lobby I'm in, whether it's free game or assisted game partial. God, man. I may as well just end the stream. So I'm not in the mood for it. God, I actually reached for my PS1 control for some reason. Or more like my PlayStation Classic control, to be honest. Plus, I'm not feeling the most effective right now, anyways. And I also want to, like, mention... and I also want to, like, mention that I have a second channel that should be coming out not too long ago. Or not too long from now. May do this off stream, but regardless, that's it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.